The first thing I did a gig in Providence, which is near where I live, and it was for a friend actually who was putting on a show, and it was just like, it was really like I think it was probably about 30 people there, so it was a huge, massive event. I was paid $100 directly after I played, actually. Definitely a producer. I've always kind of like, the way I got into music was by listening first and then producing it, trying to figure out how to make it. And DJing has just been a result for me to perform my own productions. I mean, my DJ set is probably about 80% my own tracks, so. Well, actually, when I first listened to Armin's podcast, it's A State of Trance, I actually was so inspired by that podcast that I really there were certain few songs in there that blew me away. I tried to make them and recreate them, and that's what made me kind of go out and try and learn how to produce music and figure it all out. It would have to be anything by Michael Jackson for sure. He is the most iconic figure in music, and it'd probably have to be Billie Jean, more specifically. Dream collab. I would love to work with Aphex Twin. I think they're amazing, and I've always thought they were amazing, and they just make incredibly weird but amazing sounding stuff, so working with them would be a learning experience for me. Favorite song? I would have to say Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls, and the reason is because I think it's the most emotional song that I've come across. I actually named a track after it, so. I think it's kind of a collective effort between a lot of different DJs. I mean, I thought back in the day what David Guetta was doing was very, very new and inspiring. I think that brought house to a whole new level. Also, Armin did with trance, he brought trance to the forefront. And I just think that there are so many different producers that have their style and they make it, popular. And as a result, today we have all these different styles of electronic music and subgenres. I definitely see myself doing a lot of shows, but I think probably the same, just a lot more hectic, in my opinion. I'm going to be at the airport going to San Francisco. Wow. Maybe John Lennon would be interesting. I feel like I'd learn something from him. Every day, I try to eat eggs because it's apparently I don't know, it's really good for you. I try to eat hard-boiled eggs, all different kinds of eggs. I try to switch it up to keep it interesting. But sometimes if I don't want to do that, I'll just have a banana. Very simple. Definitely towels, because when I DJ, I sweat profusely and it becomes an actual problem. I literally drown in my own sweat, if that's possible. Wow. My favorite sound is an extremely tight kick drum. Yo. I like to keep it very simple and light, like salads and grilled chicken or something really simple, because when I am on stage, I jump and I'm extremely physical on stage, and I wouldn't want to have anything heavy in me at that time. I stretch for about 10 minutes and it works wonders, considering whenever I haven't stretched, I've felt very, very sore afterwards. So stretching, drink lots of water, because I lose lots of water while I'm DJing. Very simple stuff. Yes, I am. Actually, more specifically, me and my manager stayed at a hotel in Boston recently, that was apparently very haunted, and the whole night I didn't sleep, so if that tells you anything. Pearl. I've loved visiting London. I thought that was one of my favorite places to go when touring. I just like, the vibe there is like unlike any other place on earth. However, I really love, you know, dozens and dozens of places that I've been lucky enough to go, so. Probably nothing, considering it's all I really can do. Maybe a cashier somewhere, considering that I probably would have still dropped out of college anyway. But definitely just, it's gonna be music, always music for me. There's nothing else.